walk. Hey guys, welcome back to Film Discover. Today we'll talk about 3 of the most disgusting moments caught on My Feet Are Killing Me. Let's head into it. Number 3. The man begging for help as macaroni toenail smell. My Feet Are Killing Me is back with a man who needs help with his macaroni-like toenails that stink so bad. He needs 3 pairs of socks to cover them up. In the most recent episode, Michael visits foot specialist Dr. Brad Schaefer, claiming that he was afraid to show anyone his problem because it would give them nightmares. Dr. Brad was undeterred, and he quickly removed his socks and shoes, revealing his thick, heavy-set toenails, which had begun curling into each other. Dr. Brad quickly labels Michael's condition as the worst toenail fungus he's ever seen, comparing them to macaroni pasta spirals. I'm very nervous because, except for my sister Rosie, no one has seen my feet in 18 years, he told the cameras. I don't have any friends, family, or anything. I don't want to frighten anyone. I was embarrassed, which was one of the reasons I didn't go to the doctor. I was embarrassed that people could see my feet. When speaking with a medical expert, he described how the odor of the fungal infection could become so overwhelming that he would have to wear multiple pairs of socks just to keep it hidden. Dr. Brad told him that because the infection spreads in sweaty environments, that would have likely made the situation worse, not better. Michael hopes that by revealing the black toenails in his socks, he will be able to get back to a more normal life. Thankfully, the doctor in New Jersey was able to assist him, filing down his toenails and giving him advice on how to avoid it happening again. Number 2. Woman embarrassed of her painful feet for years. Brad Schaefer hopes that the stigma associated with foot problems will be lifted so that he can treat patients before their conditions worsen. The TLC doctor treats a patient who hasn't shown her feet to anyone in years because of her shame about her health. In an exclusive PopCulture.com sneak peek of the all-new episode of My Feet Are Killing Me on Monday, giving her the freedom to wear sandals. A lot of people have a foot issue. They're in a lot of pain, but they just don't see a doctor because they're straight up embarrassed. Dr. Schaefer explained, there's no need to be because we see some bizarre things. These issues can be addressed before they spiral out of control. Upon reviewing patient Robin's information, he discovers that, despite having foot problems for more than 2 decades, this exam will be the first time she has taken her socks and shoes in front of anyone in years. Before going to the doctor, she explains, I'm really embarrassed for people to see just because they're so horrid. It hurts on the bottom and on the side. It's always walking on rocks. Robin tells Dr. Schaefer that she has calluses on the bottoms of her feet and corns on the top of her feet, which she believes are the result of her wearing too small shoes when she was younger. It's really painful, she says to Dr. Schaefer, who asks her to take off her socks and shoes so he can examine the problem more thoroughly. Alright, let's see what you're so embarrassed about here, he says as Robin hides her face. When Dr. Schaefer examines the patient's feet, he notices some of the worst corns he's ever seen, as well as the hammer toe deformity on her second toes. You can really see how the toe is hammered, which is creating that painful callus and discoloration on the top of her skin here, he says. And then on the bottom here, you have these corns creating havoc, murder on your feet here. Dr. Schaefer recommends a callus and mace debridement to allow Robin to walk around without pain and show off her feet. Number 1. Pimp Walk. Ramon is left with a painful pimp walk after losing more than 200 pounds in his weight loss journey, which would cause him serious problems in the future. Dr. Ebony Vincent of My Feet Are Killing Me fears her patient, who used to weigh over 600 pounds, will have a lifetime of foot, knee, and hip problems, as he deals with massive lymphedema, or fluid collection in both legs. Ramon's case is one of the worst cases of lymphedema I've ever seen, Vincent admits after examining Ramon, noting how remarkable it is that his feet have escaped the swelling of his legs, at least for the time being. Ramon's feet don't have the classic lymphedema that you'd normally see, she says, but he'll have foot problems as a result of this, referring to a possible fracture or break caused by the extra weight on the foot. Ramon wears compression garments to help him walk, and as she lifts the lymphedema, Vincent notices how much weight is dangling from his legs. Ramon's legs felt as if they were inflated with pudding, only a pudding with a firmer texture. Later, she tells the camera about it. Ramon jokes that she's asking him to see his pimp walk because his lymphedema causes him to rock unevenly side to side as he walks. That's her pimp walk? Vincent inquires. You do a little gangster lean when you walk? Hey, you know what's up, Ramon says jokingly before getting down to business. Ramon describes how painful it is to walk with lymphedema, swinging at each step, demonstrating how abnormal his walking has become as a result of the fluid in his legs. It really is a strain on my knee, he says, visibly in pain. It's a disaster. It's like, I'm in such a bad mood. What do you think about these moments on My Feet Are Killing Me? Which one was the most disgusting one? Let us know in the comment section. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it, hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.